everybody, I'm back. And today, I'm trying something a little different. Again. If you're new here, welcome to my channel and welcome to The Cute Life. I'm your cult leader, Leah. Today, I'm going to be trying something a little bit different with the format. I know I've been trying out a lot of different things lately, but I want to. I have lots of ideas and I want to try them all and see which ones that I like best. I also want to know which ones you like best. So let me know if you like what we're about to do today. I had a wonderment, a question that I wanted answered. So I did some research and I found the answer. And I thought while I'm doing my makeup, while I'm getting ready for the day, I would let you know what I found out. Okay guys, so let's get started. So I ended up doing a little bit of research on something, kind of accidentally. And I thought I would share it with you guys. Aren't you lucky? Anyway, this all started when I was craving Rice Krispies squares and I was gonna make some. So I went to the store and I couldn't find any Rice Krispies. There was a space for them on the shelf, but it was completely empty. There wasn't even any of the off-brand. So I went to another place, same story, a third place, same story. So then I was like, what's going on? Well, I'll just order them off of Amazon and I'll make them in a few days. Go on Amazon, no Rice Krispies. I was like, what's going on with the Rice Krispies? Now, I know there has been shortages of, you know, a lot of things. So I was like, well, yeah, I guess it's just that. So let me just wait. Usually the things that are short, usually they get restocked, you know, the next time I'm there. So I waited till the next time I had to go to the store for something else. Looking for Rice Krispies. No Rice Krispies. What? So I was like, okay, maybe they're just still not back. I'll try again in a couple weeks. Same thing. So I was like, okay, well, now I know something's going on. So I went home and Googled, why are there no Rice Krispies? And this is what I found out. Obviously, yes, there's some supply chain issues, but there's also some Rice Krispie specific issues that I thought I could share with you and let you know why, like me, you can't have any Rice Krispie treats. So I started researching, how does the supply chain work? I knew this obviously had something to do with supply chain issues. We all know we're having them, but I don't really understand exactly why. So first I had to look up, like, how does it work, like, normally? Like, what's just like the system? And the way it works actually gets back to the retailers and their main objective, which is to sell as much product as possible, right? And to do this, they need to keep as much product as possible on their shelves while having as little as possible extra product. And they do this with a system called the just-in-time system. Already from the name, you can be like, oh, well, there's gonna be problems with that, right? And this system was actually invented by Toyota. But now it's like the norm in all manufacturing. So this just-in-time system is basically like a made-to-order system. You don't make the product until it's needed. And this eliminates, you know, waste and helps save money and storage space. So manufacturers make goods, food, whatever. Then a retailer places an order with the manufacturer, and then the manufacturer sends it to a distribution center by truck usually. Then another truck comes to the distribution center and takes the items to the retailer. Now with a seasonal product like fruits and vegetables, the retailers have to follow the patterns of like the seasonal patterns of the earth. So they have to order a fruit from a region that fruit is currently in season. But then it's going to go out of season eventually. So then they have to order the fruit from a different region because now in that region that fruit is in season, and they kind of have to go around the world doing this, changing the season or changing where they order the fruit depending on the season. And that's how we have certain fruits in our store year round. Now this just-in-time system obviously has always been very sensitive and vulnerable, but the whole COVID-19 lockdowns and everything that was associated with it was just the straw that broke the camel's back. So almost 50% of the goods that the US gets from Asia come through just two ports, and that's the Long Beach port and the Los Angeles port. Now, the United States gets a lot of its products from Asia. I mean, just look at anything that you buy. Look where it's made. China, Philippines, Taiwan. And even if the item is manufactured in the United States, that manufacturer probably gets a lot of its supplies, its equipment, materials from Asia. But with COVID-19, the dock workers, the people that unload the stuff from the ships that come over from Asia, were either constantly out because they were either sick with COVID or had been exposed to COVID, so they had to, stay home. There were, depending on where you were, and LA County had some of the most severe quarantine mandates. So with people not being able to unload, obviously, they can't get the items to the stores. But not only that, with shipping containers just sitting at the docks unloaded, this means that there's no shipping containers to send back to Asia to put more goods in. And right about the time that this was happening in the US, the lockdowns were starting, quarantines and our cases were going up. China had already kind of been through this. So they were coming out of all their COVID-19 restrictions. So they started ramping up production again, and they needed shipping containers, but they couldn't get them. So basically the whole thing is like shortages causing shortages causing shortages. And it was only getting worse as economies started opening up again. Now with this just-in-time system, I mean, there's no room for errors or unexpected situations. So really, I mean, all this was kind of like inevitable. It was gonna happen at some point. So I mean, really, if you want to, I guess, look to place blame, I suppose, which isn't always, the best way to look at things, but if you need something to point to, basically what it comes down to is a ruthless pursuit of short-term profits at the expense of long-term gains. I mean, you can't blame the fact that your house is sinking on the fact that you built it on the ocean. So now, back to the Rice Krispies. What the hell happened to all of them? Well, everything that we just talked about, of course, was a contributing factor, but the Rice Krispies industry had some unique issues. So one was Kellogg's, the workers had a strike, and the strike lasted 71 days, which is a pretty long time. Now they're all back to work now, but they're having to play catch up. So they're dealing with that. But then of course, everything we just discussed, they couldn't get a lot of the supplies and materials that they need and ingredients for the recipe, including rice, the main ingredient. And that also explains why you couldn't even find like an off-brand of Rice Krispies, because there's no rice. They also couldn't get packaging materials, so they couldn't make the boxes that the cereal comes in. So we have bottleneck after bottleneck at every point in the supply chain process. And if there's a clog at any one of these points, you can't make Rice Krispie treats. So yeah, that's what I found out about the supply chain. And I kind of had known a little bit about this. I mean, been hearing about it on the news for a while, but not in the detail that I found out. And you know, it makes you think, like, I mean, nobody anticipated any of this stuff. Which, I mean, you can't, I mean, how could they not have? But I think they just were like, we're doing okay, we're doing okay, I'm doing okay. How long can we stretch this, you know? And the people who make these decisions aren't as affected by them as everyday people are. And I'm not just talking about Rice Krispie treats. Products that we need: food, for one, medicine, stuff you can't live without. But because they want to make a couple extra bucks more than they already make, you and I have to suffer with not being able to get certain products that we need to live our lives. Those people, I'm sure, are still getting the products somehow for themselves personally. Maybe I'm a cynic. I am. I didn't used to be. It's all this stuff changed me, as I'm sure it changed a lot of you, the way you view the world. Anyway, so that's what I found out. I thought you might be interested. Maybe not. Maybe you don't care. But stuff like that. But then it's like, okay, well, great. Now I know how this all works. I know it's messed up. Well, I don't know what to do about it. I have no idea. Oh yeah, by the way, any of the products that I use I'm listing below, because I can't ever remember to tell them to you guys for some reason. So always look in the description. For some reason I can remember to put the items in the description. I just can't remember to mention them right now, right here while I'm filming. Can't do it. So anyway, yeah, if you know anything that I don't about the supply chain or something that I forgot to mention, let me know in the comments, because this for some reason really struck me as interesting, like how all this stuff works. I didn't realize how much product that the US gets from Asia. Like, it's a little unnerving almost. Like, medicine? Really? Like, medicine? And it's such a delicate system that you're letting people's need for medicine and food rely on this super not great system. I mean, I know they need to not keep extra product, but there's got to be a way to like balance it. I mean, I'm no logistics expert, obviously. I'm just doing my makeup and thinking out loud. That's all I'm doing here. Okay, I think I just need some lipstick and we're good. Okie doke. I'm done. Ready to go about my day. I did finally find some Rice Krispies, so maybe I'll make some Rice Krispie treats today. Finally. So yeah, let me know if you liked this kind of video where we play with makeup, do our makeup, and answer a question that we all probably wonder from time to time, how things are done and why. I don't know. If that interests you, please let me know. As you know, I am still finding my identity on YouTube. My channel is still very small, so if I'm gonna experiment, now's the time to do it. So, and if you have any ideas on other types of videos that you would want to see, you gotta let me know. The best way to let me know is in the comments. So if you liked this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Make sure and subscribe. I'm only 3 subscribers away from 100 subscribers. So yeah, make sure and subscribe and hit the notifications bell so that you won't miss any of my videos, because for some reason, a lot of you guys have told me that I don't show up in your feed for some reason. So if you want to make sure and see a video, you gotta hit the notifications bell. I guess that's just how YouTube works now. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. And yeah, today I did, and then they have to order it from a different region in order. So we have bottleneck after bottleneck. Interest